must dress hot. Now, you want the wife to look hot for you. Are you in the market with your wife? Are you going to the market with your wife? That woman is going outside to look hot for other men. There are occult men who have powers. Any woman they talk to must sleep with them. Hello, welcome to Biblical Sexual Purity. I'm Hosanna David. Today, I want to talk to some men, some married men. If you are not careful, your wife will cheat on you. And I will tell you why your wife will sleep with another man outside and she will have no control over it. Now, let me tell you. First of all, let's talk about the cause. If you look at how many marriages today come into existence, you will know that there is enough problems waiting for them. Enough problems waiting for them in the future. Many of these girls are into hookup, and many of these young men are patronizing them. From there, after testing, maybe pregnancy came out, or maybe they dated for a number of years, they say, why not we just marry? And then they get married. The Ashawo blood is still in her. It did not leave. Even some of them, as they are dating, they will still be doing hookup. Today, a lot of people don't actually see hookup as anything. Prostitution. They just call it hookup. Now you marry a hookup girl, and even you are be patronizing prostitutes. Both of you are now married. Now, this is where the problem will come from. Number one, the blood is still there. It is still in her blood. That thing that used to move her to sleep around is still in her blood. She is just using her two hands to press it, to suppress it, because she is in a man's house. Where problem is going to come from is this one hookup girl you put into your house has not changed her uniform. She still dressed like a hookup girl. She dresses like the way she used to do to market herself. She has a uniform and she's in your house. And you know what? Many of these men, I don't know what is wrong with them. They will snap their wives with bomb shots and post it on a world wide web. They will make their wives to open their front side and make it very sexy and seductive, and they will post these videos online. Hey, let me tell you, there are men who believe that they get anything they want. I'm telling you the truth. There are men who so much believe in themselves. Some of them believe in their power. Some of them are occult men. Some of them are wizards. The day they come across your wife, that day will be the beginning of your problem in your marriage. There is a proverb, there is a saying in our place that if a child's piece of yam is white, the child is supposed to use his hand to cover it. Like this thing now is white. You are supposed to cover it. Today, a lot of men don't protect their wives from predators, from approaching their wives. They say, I want you to look hot. I don't want to look outside. I don't want to look. Meanwhile, you still look outside though. Most men who want their wives to dress hot, they still cheat on their wives. As a matter of fact, those men who will want their wives to look decent and look honorable, elegant, those men, they value their wives so much. Many of them don't cheat, but some of them, they want the woman to satisfy their lust. It's not because they love the woman, that's why they are asking the woman to dress hot. Making the woman to dress hot and look sexy every time, wear bomb shorts, wear very short skirts, and open their cleavages. It's not because of love. They are under the bondage of very high lust. They lust. So they want the woman to satisfy their lust. Not because they want the woman to satisfy their love. It is not about love, it is about lust. Now, they make these women, their wives, to wear sexy things and move about. even snap pictures, open their laps, open their sensitive parts of the body, and expose them to World Wide Web. On Facebook, on Instagram, on different kinds of social media, they do. Even they want to go to the market. He said, some of the men will say, where are you tying that wrapper to? No. You must dress hot. You must do it. Now, you want the wife to look hot for you. Are you in the market with your wife? Are you going to the market with your wife? That woman is going outside to look hot for other men. Now, let me tell you, there are occult men who have powers. Any woman they talk to must sleep with them. There is this thing they call touch and follow. Any woman they touch, any woman they talk to, they will seduce your wife and sleep with your wife. But this woman cannot say the truth. This is one of the reasons we have many men who are raising children that are not their own. Look at the rate of infidelity. As a matter of fact, some men dare not go for DNA tests. If they do, they may become childless. Even though they have different children they are raising and paying their school fees. Even some of the men, maybe one of you listening to me now, you are suspecting one of your children that this my child, the way this my child behaves, this my child doesn't actually behave like me. But you don't want to go for the DNA test because you don't want to lose the child. So you just want to, I read a comment online. A man is saying, I'm not stupid. Why will I go for the NHS? How can I pay my child's school fees to and be feeding my child, and then one day I will go and do the NHS? I can't go and do the NHS. Yes, you cannot go and do the NHS because you know that this woman, when you met her, it was one night stand. The woman you marry in a nightclub, the woman you met in a nightclub, you know you cannot travel and leave her for 3 years. You know you cannot travel for 6 months. If not, your children will look like your driver. There are lots of problems. When you make your wife dress sexy, you are putting your wife in danger. And some of these women, they go outside, they satisfy themselves, and they will not say. Some of them are even under bewitchment. Some of them are bewitched. Some of these men, some of you haven't actually met someone that was married by the power of sham, through the power of shams. Some marriages that are existing today are not held together by love, but by shams, by concussions. There are men. Let me tell you a story. Some years ago, early 2000, I was in the village, so we went to farm, and I went to visit my neighbor, and I was lying on the ground, very cold, and it was in the afternoon, so I was relaxing there. They came and they saw me there. They were telling stories. They thought I was still sleeping, and this young man, who is not even bold enough to talk to a woman, we used to see him sleeping with, dating big ladies. And he said he had never used his mouth to talk to a woman any day. And he said all the women he sleeps with, he uses charms on them. And he mentioned a particular lady who I don't know in real life. He called her name and said he put the charm in sweets. I think Nico. Up all these sweets, and wrapped it very well. And each time he goes to this lady's place, he will be licking one of the sweets that has no sham. So one day this lady said, you are enjoying it? And he said, no, I'm not enjoying it, just sweet I'm licking. Do you care for? And the lady said, yes, give me one. So he had been coming with that sweet in his pocket. He gave this sweet to the lady, and the lady fell in love. And that was how he was sleeping with this lady. He was telling the story. I was hearing him. They thought I was sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. I was awake. I said, no wonder. How can this young boy be sleeping with all these big ladies? Let me tell you, some of you, your wives are in that kind of bondage. They dare not even say it out. Now, some of you who can't even satisfy your wife in bed, you make your wife dress hot. Your wife has built up sexual urge inside of her that you have not been able to manage. And you make this woman to dress very hot. Let me tell you, this woman will go outside and she will see men with muscles, men who are her spec. I just want to speak the truth. Because some is like, nobody is telling some of these men the truth. Please share this video. Let some of these men and women see this video. Let me tell you, some men, God spent so much time in creating them. When you see them, you give thanks to God. Huge, lovely. If you see some men, you will know that God has done a good job in their lives during creation. And some of them are wealthy. Seeing them alone is temptation. Do you know what? Some of them are very cute and they will not even cover themselves up with hair in their chest. And you make your wife dress sexy. Only one call. Remember, this woman used to do hookup. It was through hookup you meet this woman. You did not meet this your wife as a virgin. She used to sleep around when you met her. And it was through those hide and seek play that she became your wife. The spirit is still there. And you are tempting this woman that is your wife. The day she meets that kind of man, and the man says, hey, babe, you know, many of these men don't respect wedding rings because they know that some of these married women are ready to give it to you anytime you need it. You that cannot even satisfy your wife at home, you don't even take care of this woman's sexual needs at home. You make her dress so sexy, and people will be mounting pressure on this woman, be calling her up and down. Up and down. And some of you who are men, your wives have this, are so feminine and so sexy. Even if they wear buba, they are still attractive. Even if they cover themselves up, they still look so beautiful. Men will still look for them. But some of you will force this, your wives, to dress so hot. And then you put pressure on your wife. Do you know that some of you who are married men, your wife's pictures and videos are in some people's phones? I don't know what is wrong with some of these men. Let me tell you, a lot of infidelity today are caused by men. Wives' infidelity, a lot of them are caused by men. Some of these men are occult members. I remember this lady that was very close to me. She was 8 months pregnant. And if you see the pregnancy, huge pregnancy, 8 months, a man was driving by, a woman that was struggling to carry herself with pregnancy, a man was toasting her. A man wanted to sleep with a woman with pregnancy. Do you know what? Some of these men who are occult members, who are looking for power, who are looking for wealth, even some of these false prophets, they have been told the kind of woman they need to sleep with. Some of them, they have been asked to sleep with pregnant women and take some things from this woman's body. So your wife that you don't even take care of, they can use money to confuse this woman. She could just be in the house with you. She may not be disturbing you for sex again. Meanwhile, there is somebody that is satisfying her outside. Some of you, I don't know what is wrong with you. Some of you men, I don't know what is wrong with you. Your wife is on social media. You allow your wife to upload anything. Your wife will be dancing sexy and shaking her bum bum online and open her cleavage. And she will. Let me tell you, there are men who will see it as dishonor to their personality if they shout any married woman whosoever and the woman does not say yes. You that does not even know where your wife takes care of her body. You don't buy pomade for your wife. You don't buy clothes for her. You don't even give this woman peace. There are men who can pay millions into your wife's account. Even tell your wife, don't worry, go and open a secret account. And they will use money to confuse your wife. You are not even romantic. You can't take care of your wife. And you are making this woman, you are putting this woman whose heart is already bleeding because of your useless lifestyle you are living with her. You put this woman on the stage, on a public stage, to attract different temptations. And you are saying that if I catch my wife, cheat on me, she leaves my house that day. You are an idiot. You don't know what you are doing. Sorry, I apologize to you for calling you an idiot, but that is what you are. The way you live with this woman, a lot of times this woman is in pains. And when men approach her, her mind, her spirit is already down. The power to resist has gone down. Some of these men can book for flight ticket and send your wife the flight ticket, pay for hotel, 5-star hotel. You are living in one room, all face me and face you with your wife, and you don't love this woman, and you don't even show her good love. You don't care, you don't know when she is sick, and you make her to dress saucy. Listen, the way you are exposing this woman, I pray that you should not lose her. A lot of times we blame women for cheating and for falling into temptation. Most times we don't talk about the pains the men give to these women at home that make their spirit and their level of faithfulness to dry down. Love is not money. If you don't have and you are loving, you are caring, a good woman will not cheat on you. Let me shock you. Do you know that there are many married women who are cheating today on their husbands? There are many. You that is listening to me, your wife could be one of them. And it is in their blood to continue to cheat. Because you have created the atmosphere, and some of them don't even have remorse. Because they feel that this is the only way to pay you back. After all, you are cheating. My husband is cheating. My husband does not care about me. He doesn't care if I'm sick. He does not even care about my sexual needs. This man is heartless. The day their co-worker starts telling them, how are you? Why are you so sad? Hey, I just went for lunch and I decided to buy you this. Oh, you look so beautiful. You don't see your wife's hair. You don't see the new style. The co-worker is seeing the new style. Let me tell you, this woman may fall in love with that man outside. And one day, temptation will come and this woman will sleep with that man. It's not every time people fall into sexual sins that they actually plan to sin. A lot of times, it is the environment. The situations have created circumstances that make them to be weak. They are just looking for comfort. And when the unfortunate occasion presents itself, they get carried away. Some of them will meet their exes, people they have dated before, people that used to take them to cloud 9. Just seeing them alone. Do you know that research has shown that different researches have shown that many married men and women that cheat, they cheat with those they have slept with before, because the soul tie has been connected. The brain already recorded these people as objects and sources of pleasure. So immediately they meet this person. Oh, the memory that had been buried will be playing back. Imagine your wife you have not touched for months. You're always beating this woman. You don't take care of her. And this woman who spirit is now low, this woman ran into a boyfriend, a former boyfriend who used to take her to this cloud and leave her there. We have a lot of problem in marriages today because of cheating. Many women cheat, and many men are the cause of the problem. I asked a lady a young girl. She got married at about, I think about 21. Very beautiful. You see her hand, hairy, very beautiful, fair. I asked her one day, she used to come and teach my nephew in my house, home lesson. So I asked her one day, do men call you for sex, for hookup? She said no, that very rarely a man calls her for sex or for relationship. She said most men that talk to her, they go straight. I would like to marry you. I like you. I want to marry you. Because if you see her, she's well dressed. I never saw her armpit any day. I never saw her lap any day. You don't even see her knee. She got married to a Baptist pastor. Very decent and beautiful. There is a way you carry yourself. You look gracious. You look elegant. You may not have money to wear expensive clothes. There is a way a married woman will appear. Even the man that cheats, we see this married woman, and instead of calling her, he will be according this woman respect. Make your wives to appear like that. Women's bodies are delicate. Their bodies are created to be attractive. That is how God created it. We shouldn't shy away from the truth. Make your wives dress well. Even if you made some mistakes some time ago, even if she used to be a prostitute some time ago, now she is your wife, let her appear graciously, decently, so that some of these temptations can go away naturally. Don't expose your wife to danger. Many men, many of these Yahoo boys, many of these rich men, they have money to spend. They don't care. If they see your wife, even when this woman is saying, I am married. Remember, your wife is a human being. Even angels in heaven, some of them fell. Some angels, even Satan was Lucifer before he became Satan the devil. Your wife is a human being. Some of you so much trusted your wives that you have no protection. You have no protection over your wife. Be concerned about the kind of pictures your wives post online. Be concerned about your female children. Some of your male children, because there are predators who go after these young males. There are men who are very rich and handsome and very caring. They have these oratory skills. If they talk, you will melt. Please protect your marriage. Protect your wives. Eve was led astray by smooth tongue. The serpent talked to Eve with smooth tongue, and she ate. Some of your wives have eaten, but you do not know she is eating that fruit. They are just pretending. Some of them, the children you are raising, are from some of this waka waka, some of this movement she had some time ago. And when they come back, they want to sleep with you. Even when you say you are not in the mood, they want to sleep with you because they know they missed their period last time. Or they are suspecting that this thing, we did not use protection, no, and it was my ovulation, no, it was close to my ovulation, no, I must go and sleep with my husband so that in case anything happens, my husband will not know. Some of them will even go as far as to swallow drugs. Some of them will abort these children. And you think they are just sick, but they are not sick. They want to remove the evidence of their cheating. Men, be wise. Be very wise. Satan, the devil, is moving about looking for somebody's wife to devour. Protect your wives. Men, be a coverage over your wives. Some of the messages she deletes from her phones. You don't see them. But if your wife had been presenting herself in an honorable way, if you had not been forcing this woman to wear some of those nonsense things, those text messages wouldn't have entered her phone. Some of those people who sneak into her DM and she deletes them quickly because she does not want you to know. Some of those things wouldn't have entered her DM. Women too, be careful. Your husband is your husband. Your husband is not your God. Be careful of the kind of men you get married to. Discuss dressing code, all those things before you get inside. You cannot be in your husband's house and your husband is making you to appear like a prostitute. How can you be a married woman with your wedding ring? People are calling you obey, oh girl. It's a shame. Try discuss some of these things before you get into a relationship. Some of these men have trained their brain with pornography for many, many years before they met you. So there is no amount of sexiness you display before them. What they are used to in their brain, what excites their brain is higher than everything you have. You are only trying to satisfy their lust. You can't satisfy the lust of a man. Please be wise. Please share this video and comment. If you have a question, I'm going to personally respond to your question. Thank you and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe. Biblical Sexual Purity. Once again, I am your brother. If you like, say I'm not your brother, but I'm your brother, even though I've told you the truth. I'm your brother, Hosanna David. Thank you. God bless you. If your marriage succeeds tomorrow, praise God. If it breaks, the society will suffer because your children, if they are raised in a broken home, it becomes a problem to the society. Thank you. God bless you. Please do me a favor. Share this video to someone. It's going to bless someone. Bye-bye.